everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little different than most videos. Well, not any bit different. It still has to do with art and animation. But today, well, I'm editing this video. I know, it's crazy. Rosey's actually editing something. I gave 2 videos to my editor, and I thought, you know what? This video is mainly just about animations and stuff and me talking. And usually, my editor's used to me talking in videos, but I wanted to do this one personally since this one has to do with animation and art, and this one needs to be specifically done in a specific order, and I hate explaining things. Anyways, though, what I'm basically doing here today is I'm going to be showing you guys how I animate. I'm going to first start out here in Audacity, as you all can see. Audacity is a free music cutting app to cut like audio and stuff, to make audio. It's totally great. I recommend it to most of you guys. If there's other audio programs out there that I don't know about, I guess tell me down in the comments, but this is the one I use, and because it's free. So what I'm trying to do right now is we're going to be doing a map part for this tutorial. Not tutorial, but a how-to. Or how do I... You get what I mean. But we're going to be using this map part to use as an example. So in one part, which is my part, which is part 10, it starts roughly at, oh gosh, so it starts right about here. So that was a 1:17. Now since it doesn't give you exact times, we'll just go right here. Okay, it's never done that to me before. I'm kind of scared. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to pause when I hear the first part of the lyrics. So, let's go back and hear the first part. So it's I falter, okay. Now we go over here. And I think about right here is when it starts. Let's check. Perfect. Let's check it and see where it ends at. Alright, and then it ends at cuz. And I think about right here it says cut. Or well. It's not. I guess right there it's just it's something about that seems a little bit off. So let's see. I think about right there is the perfect time to cut it. So now we cut it, and now let's look at it. Seems perfect to me. Now we'll export the audio and name it, since I don't know how to spell Jupiter, I'll just erase all this in part 9. Now if you're a starter to doing animations, or you need like little tips for animation, I totally recommend making multiple folders and keeping it really organized. Me, every single little meme I do or animation entirely all has a different folder named after what I'm doing, just to keep it all organized, and if I lose the file, or, well, if I do lose the file, I'll know exactly where to find it. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a plus. So we're going to be working on this Jupiter map part, and what usually I like to start off with, now let's just close this, what usually I like to start off with is doing a canvas of 1280 times 720. Reason is, that is the size of a YouTube video, and it is recommended to do that if you want to do an animation. You could do 1280 times 720, what was it? I don't remember the other one, but there was another size you can do, and it'll perfectly fit it as well. But this is the size I use just for all that kind of stuff. So usually what I like to start off doing is just storyboarding. So in the audio, it starts off by saying, I actually don't know what falter means. Hold on. Okay, so I literally just figured out what it means, so I'm gonna use when shows lack of confidence. Hahaha, because that's me in every way and form. So, okay, so let's just start storyboarding this out. Storyboarding this out. Rosey can't even English today. Okay, so it first started off by saying when or something I falter. I have the lyrics up here. Yeah, when I falter and everything comes crumbling down. Yeah. So I think the idea I have in my head. So usually I like to storyboard. I don't want to use that much stabilizer. I storyboard by starting off with some very rough sketching and figuring out what the idea of the animation's gonna be. I have an idea of the character falling down when it says crumbling, and at the beginning being the character being extremely sad. The character being Rosey, of course, but yeah. So I'm gonna basically speed up this part. So yeah. Okay guys, I'm sorry for cutting out when I was actually sketching the whole animation and stuff, and I actually already got it all through Sony Vegas, and this is what it looks like. So that's the finished project of the sketching and line art. I haven't edited the line art for that frame yet. This is what it's gonna look like once I edited it. So here we go. There's one thing I did forget though that I kind of want to fix right now. Let's see. It's that. Oh, jeez. I hate that Painter's slide does that. And I accidentally colored one of the frames. I'm super sorry about that. But yeah, this is basically the finished product of the animation. And I really like how it's coming along. It's a really great video so far. What's left to do, since I've done sketching and line arting, which what I did before was storyboarding, and basically the whole point of storyboarding is just to basically get a gist of what you're going to animate. Now there was a few unneeded frames I did, and I finally went around to fixing that. I know I've played this multiple times, I'm sorry, but this is how I think I want it to be. So what I'm gonna finish doing is coloring the last frame, even though I've already colored this frame. I'm kind of stuck with a really tough palette, and I'm really trying hard to make it fit in. Since I can't use white, that's the color of the eyes. I'm sorry it looks kind of bad, but working slowly and slowly. So let's finish coloring this frame. Okay guys, so we're basically done with all the coloring. This is basically the finished product. Well, wait, I forgot to save this frame. My apologies. So yes, the finished product looks something like this. That moment when I forgot the background. Hold on, I will freaking do this. Okay, here it is. Yep, that's basically everything. So if y'all are probably wondering how I did most of the effects, like this kind of, where it's basically fading in backwards, tell me down in the comments, because I want to know if you guys want to see tutorials of Sony Vegas. I basically love doing kind of videos like this. I like teaching a little, in some ways. I actually had really fun working on this map part, and be expecting another one up pretty soon. It's gonna be like 3 map parts all in one video, because they're all in, it's like 19, 20, and 21 all basically together, so be expecting that soon. Also, if y'all don't know, I do have a backup account where I post random stuff and do random stuff. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and I will see you guys in the next video.